Hi everyone, how's it all going? And I'm back with a brand new Beyblade unboxing. And today, I've got a little bit of a controversial Beyblade. There's been a little bit of controversy with this release. And it is the Takara Tomy Divine Belial. And you know what? A lot of people have had complaints. The burst blocker is apparently really flimsy and it breaks very easily. It gets quite stiff. A few beer tubers have had that issue, and apparently the beer as a whole just isn't too great, so I thought I'd get my hands on it. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. I'd just like to see how things turn out before I place my order, but
I'm deciding I'm gonna get it.
Anyway, I've decided I'm gonna get it anyway because of the sheer amount of different combos you can make. The customization is endless, so I thought I'd get it. There's going to be some brand new gears for Belial this time. No anime, but new gears. And to be honest, some people are suggesting that these gears might also add on with the other gears that we've already had. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think they're going to be able to make a bear that bulky. There's seriously no more places. I know I haven't opened this one yet, but there's seriously no more room for gears on here. As you can see by the way in which it's pointing, I have a feeling that this yellow one here is going to be a substitution for the L gear. I think the red one, which is going to be the A gear, the Achilles gear, is going to be a substitution for the F gear, and I have a feeling that instead of the rubber, that'll just be like a blade, like an Achilles blade, an Achilles sword. You know, that type of stuff that you get on an Achilles. You can kind of see it already, the shape. And this right here, which I'm going to assume is the D gear, is a substitution for the S gear. That's what I'm predicting anyway. I've brought out my perfect gear Belial with the Belial 1 chip because the Belial 2 chip just doesn't work with it. But we've got a TT Belial now. Let's crack into it, The box is slightly different this time. It's a lot more square. I'm sure you all know this. One thing that really popped out though, I love just how shiny and metallic this is. I'm really interested to see how this beer turns out. Divine Belial Nexus Adventure. It's nicely packaged. Takara Tomy always tend to package their beers nicely. What can I say? To TT, top level stuff. We've also got the instructions with the stickers. Let's get the instructions out actually, because this might show the new Kirbyus, and I know the Kirbyus is probably going to be in a random booster, but it'll be a nice beer to get my hands on regardless. Thinking about getting the Kirbyus, because I love Kirbyus, it's a top level beer. Just the instructions in black and white. Do we not get a poster? We used to always get a preview poster, maybe they discontinued it. Oh, that sucks. There's no preview poster, but there is some small stickers for the Belial. It doesn't look like the stickers are too crucial, mainly for the chip. I'm using a pen instead of a knife simply because I just didn't really want to go downstairs and get a knife, just wasn't feeling it. Nearly stabbed myself with it though. That wouldn't be a good start. Just checking if I'm not bleeding. Let's get each part out, one at a time. My hands are going to be covered in pen marks come the end of this. It doesn't fancy getting itself out. There we go. You can already see the pen marks. There we go. You can already see my hands covered in pen marks. Not necessarily covered actually, but a few. Let's put that away now. We don't need it anymore. Let's start with the adventure driver. And the main difference here is the side parts. It's got two, I don't want to say spikes, but two rubber pieces here surrounding the plastic flat tip. It's really similar to Venture. Hang on, let me just grab Venture. It's so similar to Venture, like, it's ridiculous. This is a fake Venture, but still, it's actually ridiculous. You wouldn't notice the difference. Like I said, these two rubber pieces are the only real difference, and they're made to kind of grip onto the stadium. It's supposed to make it gather more momentum. It's a nice looking driver though. You can put the V gear on it, but I'm not going to go through the pain of detaching that, at least not for now. I might do it off camera. We've got the Nexus Disc. This is just your typical Nexus Disc, nothing new here. I do suppose you have to keep the Nexus Disc simply because of the S gear. You can't change it or tape it or anything, you've got to keep Nexus. And Nexus is a pretty good disc anyway. Wouldn't say it's as good as Giga, but considering using it with Belial, it's still a pretty good disc. One of the top discs, in my opinion, simply because you can add the S gear. If you like having fun, Nexus is great, at least in my opinion. I've said that about 5 times. And last but not least, we'll have the Divine Belial layer. And it's currently in low mode. I do like to keep my layers in low mode, simply because when you put them in high mode, unless you're making perfect Belial, they just look a bit clunky when they're in high mode personally. I think they look a bit weird. I said that before in the Vanish Fafnir video. Let's start off with the absolute menace. This burst blocker, honestly, there's been so many problems with this burst blocker, it's insane. People's burst blocker, breaking on them, it just becomes really deformed after a while, so you've got to be careful with it. Some people have got to use a screwdriver to actually put the burst blocker back in, otherwise you can't deassemble the bay or launch it. I think this would go really well with the Devil Blade, if you've got the Devil Blade. I don't have the Devil Blade, but I might get it, who knows. Yeah, that's really cool. In fact, I might even get that Ultimate Valkyrie with the Sparking Launcher and the Devil Blade. But it might not be on eBay, because it's the Korean import, but still. Obviously we've got the 3. And we've got Divine, which is a new blade. It's very similar to Dynamite. It does have metal on these little parts, on these little blades. Only a small amount of metal though, nothing too much. Not Cho-Z levels of metal. As you can see, there is dips and it is thin at certain parts. If you don't apply the F gear or the A gear, it looks as if it's going to be a lot like Dynamite Belial, where it's just really light and really thin. I'm not sure how aggressive this is going to be, simply because of how flat these parts are. Obviously they do have a bit of an edge to them, but they're not like Valkyries, where you can see the sharp blades are long in this. They just seem a bit flat, if I'm going to be honest. I think they're a bit too round as well, if you know what I mean. Like, this is very round for an attack type base. Let's be honest. I'll get out Valkyrie.
In fact, I won't even get out Valkyrie. I'll get out Dangerous.
As you can see, compared to Dangerous, like Dangerous has got these sharp edges. There is a little bit of a sharp edge, but they're cancelled out by these parts. Obviously Dangerous is a little bit more thick because of the rubber. But yeah, I might need to apply the F gear just to give this more weight. But let's assemble the bay. Let's see how it looks. I'll put the stickers on afterwards. It's so nice having a bay that just assembles, not a fake that takes forever. I say that. I say that. I say that. The driver's been awkward. There we go. There we go. Here we have Divine Belial, fully assembled, no gears. And it does feel extremely light. It just feels loose. You know, it feels really loose, particularly here. It looks a bit like a Hasbro bay from this angle. It actually does, like it's hollowed out at the bottom. It looks like something, not Switch Strike, but it looks like Hypersphere. Hypersphere Belial. Quad drive, yeah, quad drive. It looks like one of them bays from the bottom. So I think I might have to apply the F gear. I'm going to apply that now actually, simply because I really don't like how thin it is. It's just getting on my nerves. Here we go. It's a lot thicker now. I like that more. It looks better with the F gear. I think the F gear is the only one I'm going to apply. But yeah, I like it like that for now. Not going to put the S gear on it. Mainly because those gears are fake and I want to keep the real gears on it. Pretty nice looking bay though, as a whole. Aesthetically, it's really cool. I like it. I don't think there's much wrong with it. Other than maybe the layer, but you might be able to get away with it. I'll have to try it out more in battle. Let's give it a go actually. Why not? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a test spin. Not gonna lie, I do need a new launcher, so the one I'm using now is really clunky. But still, that was a relatively soft launch as well. It's loud though. It's really loud. Louder than most space. Jesus. Yeah. It clearly doesn't have good stamina though. So loud I can't even get my words out. I can't get my words out anyway without the sound. Let's stop making excuses for myself. You know me by now. Let's do one battle. Let's do Raphael against it. Let's do relatively modest launches. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Raphael takes that one. It was halfway. Meanwhile, Belial was nowhere near bursting. Let's see if this burst blocker took any damage off that. Burst blocker seems fine. That is only one battle though, so might have to have some more intense battles to see how long that lasts. Let's hope that it's just an issue on a few of them and mine's okay, but you never know, it might have been an issue with a lot of them. It might have been a factory error. So that's going to be the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I will try and do some combo videos with this Divine Belial. I will have a little bit of a play around with it, see if I can make some more combos with it, because I do believe there is potential here. I don't think it's an horrendous bay. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Put some suggestions for more things you want to see in the comment section. You know, if there's something good, I might do it. If it's not good, I might not do it. I don't even know why I need to explain that. You know, I'm a little bit rusty, but you know, it is what it is. But thank you all very much for watching. I said that about 5 times now. And goodbye.